Mr. Flores and I can agree the parties are to be named temporary joint managing conservators with mom designated primary managing conservator on a temporary basis to reside in Hidalgo County.
Restricted to Hidalgo, yes.
Okay, that they're both going to have the right, with the mother having the right to receive support, and the right, what we're asking is the right to determine the education where they go to school, since they live with her.
Yeah.
The extended visitation, the only thing that we ask that would be different from the regular would be that instead of arriving Monday morning, that they arrive Friday night, because of whether to go to school or because she's going to be schooling them at home if school doesn't, we're in such a
Sorry, what was that?
times.
I think you mean Sunday night.
Right, Sunday night as opposed to Mondays, because
Okay.
whether to go to school.
We don't have an agreement on that, Your Honor.
No problem with that.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only part that we have not, there won't be an agreement.
Okay.
We're also, all holidays per the code, no problem. Parties can communicate with the children when not in their possessions 2 times per day.
Agreement.
Here, we're asking that there is 2 kids, not to exceed 30 minutes.
Okay.
We have no problem as to, well, we are asking, well, I'm just going to say what's agreed to right now. Temporary use of property, the wife's to have exclusive use of possession of the home on Santa Erica. We don't have any problem with that. With her Chevy Tahoe, no problem. Her to keep all the belongings at the house. Because,
There are a few items that we sent in to you.
correct, and we don't agree with those, Your Honor. Some of those items for
We don't have an agreement on the house property, personal.
Yeah. We have no problem with him managing the rental property at 3204, provided, however, the extra monies used from between the rental and the loan payment all be put in a separate account or be accounted for every month.
We agree to give an accounting of those funds, no problem.
Okay, in accounting?
We have no problem with him having his 2019 Ram, provided he provides insurance for it. She will no longer pay that.
No problem.
And that he have temporary use and possession of his apartment and his belongings, no problem with that.
Okay.
The problem that we have with the property they're asking to take out, she has no problem, and I'll go through each item. She has no problem with dividing up the camping equipment. She is the one that uses the weights. He never used the weights. He's already taken tools, guns. She has no problem. I mean, doesn't know what else he could want. He already took tools, rifles, guns. He is asking for a man's ring, white gold with a diamond face that belonged to my client's father. So that's separate property of hers.
Well,
So,
now we're talking about things that we disagree about. And
right,
so
that's okay. Of that, we agree to some stuff, not to other stuff. Then,
the things that I acknowledge that we agreed on, Your Honor. The other stuff, we don't agree on.
okay, well, that's why specifically I said the only things we don't agree to.
Right. Which is
Okay.
a ring?
Right, that's separate property, Your Honor. That's her, Ms. And you can ask him, that's Ms. Diaz's father's ring who passed away.
It seems like she's trying to argue the motion now. I'd rather just put on the record, like she said, what we agreed on, and then we can proceed with our hearing.
Okay.
Robbie, the judge asked me a question. That's why I'm answering. I'm not putting.
Okay,
on-
so besides the ring, is there another item or something?
No, we don't know what else he wants. He's already taken everything.
Oh, okay. What else, Mr. Flores?
Okay, so first of all, I need to ask Jesse, because my understanding, while he may have taken some guns, and I don't know if he has or hasn't, I have no problem asking him here while he's on YouTube or on this hearing. Of all the furniture in the house, understanding he's taken no furniture. And so the items he was asking for was the weight equipment, his tools, guns, the safes, and the ring that was given to him by her mother. I have no doubt that this ring belonged to the family, her family at one point in time. They gave it to Jesse as a gift, but we can test about that. And those, I mean, as far as furniture, bedrooms, TVs, what's ever in that house, she's got temporary use of. This isn't a division of property anyway, Judge, right now. This is a temporary order. He's asking for the temporary use of his tools, guns, fishing equipment that still remain at the house, the safes where the guns are, because he wants to keep them in a safe because he does have access to his children, and in the ring. And other than that, at the end of the day, we can argue about what is or isn't community property. We may be making an argument on values on the other personal property in the house as well, but for these purposes, we're not here for that today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your Honor, I do think there's something then that they need to ask Mr. Diaz, because he has taken 3 rifles and how many guns?
At least 2.
2 guns. I don't know how you can put rifles in these gun safes that they're talking about. These safes are the small safes, like cash type safes. If he's putting a rifle in there, I want to know how he's taking it apart. So we're not saying that these are her stuff, but he's already taken his stuff.
Well,
And he's already furnished an apartment. Can I finish, Roby? This will be issues for a final hearing. He just acknowledged that ring was a family heirloom of Ms. Diaz. She's not going to sell it. We're afraid he will. So if it's a family heirloom on her part, we're asking that she be entitled to keep it.
And the ring can be set for another day. I mean, for right now, we can decide that later on. What else?
I'm ready to proceed, Your Honor.
We're ready to proceed then, Your Honor.
All right, let's put on some evidence, Mr. Flores. You're going to be calling Jesse Diaz?
I am, Your Honor.
All right, good afternoon, sir. Please raise your right hand. You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you may proceed, Mr. Flores.
Yeah. First and foremost, I don't know if there's going to be other witnesses in the room. We'd invoke the rule at this time. But my understanding, from our perspective, the only witnesses I'm going to call is Mr. Diaz and his wife.
Okay. No other witnesses there, Ms. Williamson?
No, Your Honor.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Willis.
Okay. Mr. Diaz, would you please state your full name for the record?
Jesse Diaz III.
And are you the father of Alea and Jesse James Diaz?
Yes, sir.
And what are the ages of your children?
8 and 10.
And you all separated sometime in the beginning of this year, is that correct?
Yes, I moved out of the residence on January the 31st.
All right. Did you, when you left the residence, did you take any furniture or belongings with you other than personal clothing?
No.
Did you take any guns or weapons that you're asking for that you're indicating are at the residence?
I took some guns, but I do have two other handguns and one handgun that was a gift to me that are there, and they are registered to me in my name, and I'm worried that something may come of those guns.
And those handguns that you're talking about, what are they identified as?
There's a Taurus 738 380 and a 9mm Taurus handgun and a 22 long rifle Beretta.
So there's 3 weapons that you're asking that temporary use.
Correct.
Is your fishing equipment, do you have it?
I do not have any of my fishing stuff.
And you're asking to be able to pick that up?
Yes, as well as my camping equipment, my weights.
Okay.
And your weights. Other than that, is all other furniture, living room, bedroom, dining, TVs, did you leave everything else behind?
I left everything intact. Everything there.
So what you're asking for is some minimal things that you will agree not to sell or transfer. Is that correct?
Yes, I would also like my ring. That ring was given to me. I paid a large portion of money to have that ring made.
What do you mean that it was given to you?
My mother-in-law gave it to me as a family heirloom to hand down to my son. It was handed down to me from them. When she gave it to me, it was just a face of a necklace pendant, and I had it placed on a 18-karat white gold setting.
And where did you do that at?
I had that done in California.
Okay. So this wasn't a ring that existed in the form when your mother-in-law?
No.
And was it given to you on a certain special occasion of any kind?
Christmas.
And you received it from your mother-in-law's?
Correct.
And so you made all those modifications to that ring after Christmas?
Yes.
Did you ship that ring off to get it done or what?
No, I had it made one time when I was visiting when we were visiting my family in California.
So on a visit to California, you made those modifications?
Correct.
And your wife would be aware of that?
Yes.
And those modifications included putting diamonds on the face of that ring?
No, the pendant was the diamonds, and I had that pendant placed on a ring to bring it back to its original form.
I got you. All right.
Because the gold was already originally sold, and so that's my concern, is that ring's going to get torn apart and sold for cash.
Okay. And your wife was with you when you took it to California to have it modified?
Yes.
All right. Now, in reference to your children, have you been able to see your children since you separated in January?
Yes, I have.
And have you been able to see them in the manner and the means that you would like to see them?
No.
You've been given some Friday through Sunday, but you wanted more time, correct?
Correct.
Are you asking for the extended standard?
Yes, I am.
Did she ever agree to give you extended standard without a court order?
No.
Okay. And are you working from, where do you work? Who do you work for, first of all?
I work for Gold Financial, AMCAP Mortgage.
Okay. And are you working from home right now?
Yes, I am.
And as far as you know, are the children going to be having to be taught from home at this point in time?
Yes, they are.
Do you know if your wife is working from home as well?
Yes, she does.
And does she work for a bank as well?
Yes, she works for the same company, actually, AMCAP Mortgage.
So you both work for the same company, but in different departments?
Correct.
All right. And in reference to your children, are you asking for Thursday at 3:30 or when school lets out, should the children go back to school anytime in the future? And you're asking for every Thursday during the regular school term pursuant to the code, correct?
Correct.
And you're also asking that you be able to return your children either at 8 o'clock in the morning or when school commences, should school recommence.
Yes.
And if possible, if convenient for the children, maybe you can return them a little later in the morning instead of 8 a.m. if in fact school's not in session.
Yes, I can. And even if school is in session, I would like the ability to be able to hold them a little longer to be able to maybe help them with their schoolwork on those days. Maybe a half day.
And you already understand we've agreed to holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, spring, summer. So
Yes.
that's not an issue.
Correct.
But in the summer, did you get your 30 days in summer?
No, I did not.
Did you ask her for time to have some extra time with the children in the summer?
I did in the beginning of the summer.
All right. And did she allow it?
No.
Today is July 21st, I think, or 22nd.
Second.
Are you asking, even though you can't probably exercise the full 30 days in summer, to at least have visitation starting this weekend until August the 15th?
Yes.
And that would be before when school starts?
Correct.
All right. No problem with phone access, is that correct?
No, not at all.
And you've allowed her to have phone access and she's allowed you to have phone access?
Yes.
All right.
The only issue is with phone access. She tends to say things when I'm on the phone with the kids.
You'd ask that when either one of you are talking to the children, that you be allowed to talk to the children in private.
Correct.
I know they asked for 30 minutes. Do you really need 30 minutes or is it more like 10 or 15? Because children are children. That's what I'm kind of asking. I'm just curious.
I mean, it's just dependent on the conversation. I mean, there's times where the kids want to talk for 30 minutes and there's times where they want to talk. They're into something else within 3.
So you don't have a problem with the 30-minute provision?
Hello?
That they're recommending. Did you freeze?
Yeah, I froze.
Okay. So do you have a problem with the 30-minute provision or do you want it less time? Or?
30 minutes is fine.
All right, perfect. let's talk about, she said she would have temporary use of the house and she would pay for the house. You have temporary use of the apartment you're renting. You'll pay for that rent. Is that correct?
Correct.
She'll pay all bills associated to the residence she's living in. You'll pay all bills associated to the apartment that you're living in.
Correct.
You will pay the vehicle payment on your car. She'll pay the payment vehicle on her car.
Correct.
And she'll be responsible for her insurance and you'll be responsible for your insurance. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. Now, what is your wife's income where she works?
The last time we spoke, she was making $120,000 a year.
All right. And what is your income?
This year, I'm on track to make somewhere between 38 and 41,000.
And she makes roughly 3 times the income that you make?
Correct.
All right. So let's talk about your income a little bit. I'm going to show you, I e-filed with the court reporter and they should have sent to Miss Williamson by way of the e-filing system. I'm going to show you what I've marked as exhibit H, where you see the yellow exhibit number 2. You earned $12,380 with this company. Is that correct?
Correct.
Through the pay date of July 16, but the pay period ending June 28, correct?
Correct.
The other pay stub we provided, the second page, you had year-to-date earnings of $8,974.
Correct.
All right. And when we did the math, that when you divided it by the number of months that you got paid, you had gross income of $3,285.
Correct.
And when we went to the table, that puts your net income at $2,482.
Correct.
All right. Now, based on that income, we have calculated that your child support will be roughly $620 a month.
And I would object as to leading if I think that's something the court can calculate pursuant to the child support guidelines. And the court is more than capable of doing that.
Okay, no more leading from now on, but that,
Well, Judge, let me show you the child support calculator then, and I can show you via Zoom. Or they can stipulate to what the child support calculator is going to be, which is.
Your Honor, again, I would object. He's testifying. He's not asking him a
Well-
question. I think that's something the court can do. The court is more.
we already
aware
have
of
a,
what the guidelines are.
we already have a gross number and then net, and then allegedly the 620, so. Go ahead.
You're not exactly sure what she's paying on medical insurance, is that correct?
That is correct.
And based on your gross income, you're asking the court to order you to pay by law, what is the law, up to 9% of your gross income, is that correct?
That is correct.
All right. Now, your rent is how much?
$775
And your electric bill?
is 100 and between 120 and 128. The previous month, June was 128 and change.
And your Dodge payment?
About 536 with 27 cents, but 537.
Now you have certain credit cards. Actually, you both have credit cards. Is that correct?
Correct, we do.
Do you, will you give me the list, or will you give the court the list of your credit card payments?
Yeah, I have a Apple MasterCard or Apple credit card, a Wells Fargo Visa. I've got a Academy Visa, a Wells Fargo installment loan that we pulled out for some debts. I also have a Home Depot card that's being used to purchase things for the residents on Santa Erica. And then I've got a Lowe's account that's being used to purchase any maintenance items for the rental.
So the Home Depot is for the house that she's living in,
Correct.
and the Lowe's is for the rental property.
Correct.
Okay, and what is your minimum payment at the Apple MasterCard that's in your name?
Roughly $30.
And for the Wells Fargo in your name?
About 223 and some change. I rounded it up to 224.
The Academy Visa in your name?
54.23.
The Home Depot?
$25.
and the lows pertaining to the rental home.
Roughly $40.
Okay. In reference to exhibit number 2, Judge, I'm asking that exhibit 2 be admitted into evidence at this time, which is the pay stubs, his pay stubs.
Okay. Any objections?
Your Honor, I would like to question him first. Yes, because they're admitting these as being the only pay stubs. And there is a need for it.
I'm asking about this exhibit. I haven't passed the witness. I'm just asking about these exhibits. Judge.
I would object, Your Honor.
All right, it'll be admitted with objection.
Thank you.
All right. Exhibit number 3 is a mortgage payment of what the rental property payment is. Is that correct?
Correct.
And you identified that as a mortgage statement that comes under both your name and your wife's name?
Correct.
That's a true and correct copy of that statement?
Yes.
And the payment is how much, sir?
$941 with 20-some cents.
And what is the rent that you all charge for that place?
I'm currently charging $1,100.
So the payment is $941. What does it leave you? About 155 if you're lucky?
Yeah.
All right, and that's without any expenses that may come up per month.
Correct.
So y'all are getting by with the rental income, right?
Yeah, it's pretty much breaking even.
All right, gotcha. We'd ask that exhibit number 3 be admitted into evidence room.
I don't have any problem with exhibit number 3.
All right, it'll be admitted.
Wells Fargo installment loan that you talked about, how much is that monthly payment?
That monthly payment is $622 with 50 cents.
I'd like to show you exhibit number 5. Is that a true and correct copy of the exhibit on that particular loan?
Yes,
And is that a joint loan that you both signed on?
correct. It is.
And does that loan statement accurately depict what the monthly payment is?
Yes, it does.
And how much is your monthly payment?
$622 with 50 cents.
If you were to pay half of it, it would be $311.
Yes, it would.
But you're asking that she pay for it. Is that correct?
Yes.
I'd ask exhibit number 5 be admitted into evidence.
No objection, Your Honor.
It'll be admitted.
Exhibit number 6, is that associated to your car payment?
Yes, this is my truck payment.
And your car payment is how much, sir?
$536 with 64 cents, I believe it is.
All right. And all right, and we'd ask that be admitted into evidence, Your Honor.
Number 6,
Yes,
No
sir.
objection.
it'll be admitted.
I'd like to show you that there is a debt. I'd like to show you that is number 4. There is a credit card ending in 3806. Is that correct?
Yes, there is.
Is that credit card debt in your name?
Yes, it is.
Is exhibit number 4, does that reflect a $10,000 transaction?
Yes, it does.
And who was that check made payable
That was
to?
a check that we made payable to her mother, Griselda Montalvo.
And was Ms. Montalvo supposed to pay that loan back?
Yes, she was supposed to be making the monthly payments on it.
You and your wife agreed to pull that money out under your all's name and give it to her with an understanding that she pay it back?
Yes,
Are you asking that she pay that back? Well, that your wife be responsible for it because she can get that payment from her own mother?
correct.
All right, I'd like to, I'd ask exhibit number 4 be admitted into evidence, Your Honor.
No problem at all, Your Honor.
It'll be admitted.
I'd like to show you exhibit number 1. Do you see it?
Yes,
Is exhibit number 1 a compilation of the testimony that you have just given?
it is.
Okay. Now, if you look at your gross income or your net income, if we subtract the gross income from the liabilities that you're willing to pay based on the monthly expenses, are you upside down or positive?
I'm upside down.
And how much are you upside down looking at the gross income?
Roughly about $1,200.
Well, if you look at the gross income, you're upside down 427. You see that?
$427, I'm sorry.
If you took it from the net, your actual check, you don't.
I would object as to leading, Your Honor. I think the judge is
I'll rephrase.
All right.
Do you know the difference between gross and net?
I do.
All right. So when your check says it's a gross pay, do you actually receive that money?
No, I do not.
So when you get a net pay, if you subtracted your net pay from your expenses, how much negative would you be?
I'd roughly be negative about $1,263 based on what I calculated here.
And does that include having to pay her health insurance of roughly $300?
That does.
You're not sure what her health insurance for the children are, but you're asking the judge to look at the law about 9% of your gross.
Yes, I am.
All right. It is my understanding that during this time period, you had another employment. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And who was that with?
That was Finance Home America.
Okay. Now, I don't have a pay stub, or we haven't submitted that as an exhibit. Can you tell the court a little bit about that employment? Because I'm not clear on it.
I can actually. I was employed with them for roughly a little less than 3 months. I signed a contract for $3,000 a month draw. Within those 3 months, if I left within previous to 2 years of employment, I had to pay that back. So I'm actually in the middle of figuring out if I'm going to pay that back or how I'm going to pay that back to them.
And let me understand that a little better and try to clarify it for the court, because I'm not clear. This draw, did you receive the money?
I did receive the money.
Where was that money deposited?
That money was being deposited into our joint bank account.
Are you having to now, based on that contract, have to pay that $9,000 back?
That is something that is in discussion, correct?
I'm not asking if it's in discussion. Are you going to have to pay it back? Is it a matter of you having to pay it
Your
back?
Honor, I would object as the question's been asked and answered.
Well, I'm
He's not
asking
getting
you
the
a
right
different
answer,
way.
but it's been asked and
Okay,
answered.
I am going to have to pay that money back
Your Honor, I would object.
to prolong that.
The question's been asked and answered.
Okay, well, go ahead.
Is that money still in the joint account?
No,
Has it been spent?
yes, it has.
Did you make any commissions during that time frame?
No, I did not.
And tell the court how those draws work in line of your commissions.
A draw is defined as income that they basically loan me until I close on a sale or a commission, and then that draw gets deducted from whatever my commission is.
Are you swearing here under oath you received no commissions?
I am.
Are you swearing under oath that you're having to pay that back?
Yes.
If it's determined down the road that you don't have to pay it back, you understand that you may have some sort of child support arrearage.
Yes, I do.
During the separation of January till today, or till June, where were all of your checks being deposited?
All of my checks were being deposited into our joint bank account.
While we're paying everything out accordingly?
Yes.
And you all did this without a court order or anything? Y'all were just doing whatever you were doing, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
All right. When did you finally open a separate account?
I finally moved my direct deposit as of last week into a new account.
So up until last week, all your employment money went into the joint account.
Correct. And last week I withdrew my personal check out of the bank account and deposited it into my other bank account. And I actually left $130 in there, of which I paid $100 to a credit card.
Did you collect the rent last month?
I did.
And where did you do with that rental income?
I deposited that into my personal bank account.
Did you pay the rental mortgage?
I did.
And did you all have an automatic draw out of your joint account?
I wasn't aware of an automatic draw, but yes, we did.
Okay. And is it your understanding that the mortgage company may have been double paid on the rental property?
Yes.
Your understanding? I don't know. You
Yes,
tell me.
they were.
And okay, and how do you know that?
Because there was two balances paid. There was two payments paid.
All right. So they took the draw and then you also paid?
Yeah.
All right, I understand. Your car payment that's part of trial exhibit number 1, you said it's like roughly $537?
Yes.
And we're asking that trial exhibit number 1 be admitted into evidence, Your Honor, based on his testimony.
Any objections?
Your Honor, I would object. This is just based on testimony. If all he's admitting is for the purposes of his outline without making any findings as to who payments and what payments are being made by whom, I would agree, Your Honor, but this, just for that purpose.
Judge has testified.
All right, exhibit 1 with objection would be admitted. Okay.
You know there's other community debt out there, do you not?
Yes.
Okay. Let's talk about that a little bit. Your wife had Ann Taylor MasterCard.
Yes.
Is that under her name or your name?
That is under her name.
A Citibank MasterCard, is that under
Yes.
your name or her name?
Her name.
Chase Southwest Visa, is that under her name or your name?
Her name.
Wells Fargo Visa, separate and apart from yours,
Correct.
is that in her name?
Yes.
Apple MasterCard,
Yes. She has an account with Apple.
is that in her name?
Yes.
There was a Brook Love loan, who is that?
That's one of her friends.
Okay, that she borrowed money from?
Correct.
Do you know what that loan was for?
It was to catch up on back pay for tuition for our children.
Care credit,
Correct. She has that under her name.
did she have some medical procedure done or did she have an illness of some sort?
She had some illnesses come about.
Okay. Ashley Furniture,
Correct. That's for the furniture that's at the residence in Mission.
do you know what the minimum monthly payment is on the Ann Taylor?
I do not.
How about at the Citibank MasterCard?
I do not know any of the minimum payments on her cards.
Chase Southwest Visa?
I do not know that one.
The one half of the Wells Fargo installment loan, she's on that loan, the one you testified about earlier, correct?
Yes. That
You're
one would
both
be
on that.
311 if we one half.
And that one is a payment of how much?
$622 with 50 cents.
And you're asking her to pay that, correct?
Correct.
The house payment is how much?
1872, I believe.
Okay. Okay. Do you have any control at this time over her salary of $120,000?
I do not.
Does she have any control over your current salary of roughly $38,000 to $40,000?
She does not.
Do you know how much the payment on her Chevy Tahoe is?
$707, I believe.
do your children belong, well, let me see, your children are 8 and 10, is that correct?
Correct.
Are they in private or public school?
Public schooling.
All right. So there's no tuition or things of that nature.
Correct.
But for the pandemic, are they sometime in extracurricular activities?
They are in, my son is in flag football, but during the pandemic, they haven't been doing anything.
Okay. So there's not any outstanding extracurricular activity bills that have to be paid at this time?
No, there are not.
Are there any other liabilities other than the ones that we've discussed in your Exhibit 1 and those that you've identified bills that she has in her name?
No, there are not.
Is there a possibility? Let's see, scratch that. Prior to this separation, or I guess even during the separation, did you all just throw your money in that joint account and then whatever you all could pay, you paid, or how did you do it?
I stayed depositing my money into that bank account. She stopped direct depositing her income. We liquidated our savings because there was no income coming in on her part. And I was just pulling out basically my apartment, my light, and my internet from that account.
When did she stop depositing money into that joint account?
Sometime in April.
Okay. So
Since then, she's made 3 deposits.
I'm sorry?
Since then, she's made 3 deposits of checks from her employer to kind of offset a little bit. So yeah, I have no control over her income.
I guess what I'm asking for the judge's purposes, if she stopped paying in April, and now I understand you that she made 3 other payments into that joint account, how or who made the decisions how to pay the debt?
The money just kept coming out from our savings account between February and today. Really, between February and last month, there was $27,000 that was liquidated out of our savings accounts to pay bills.
Was that a joint savings account?
Correct.
And did you take money out of the savings account?
No, that was just to maintain the property and any debts.
So what was happening with her income?
I don't know. I know when she signed on with her new company, she received a large sign-on bonus of $10,000 that she was talking to me about. I've yet to see that into that joint account, but the money kept coming out. So
yeah, and I want to be clear because I don't have a statement on that.
Correct.
All right. So on that savings account, where was it located at?
In Wells Fargo. It was our Wells Fargo bank account.
Under both of your names.
Correct.
When it was getting pulled out, was it going to the joint account or some other account?
It was going into the joint account. And then there were large payments to several credit cards that she has.
Okay. All right. Did all of the $27,000 from the savings go into that joint account, or did
Yes.
No?
I'd have to go back and take a look. I don't know exactly if it went into any other accounts.
So separate and apart from access to her income that you haven't been able to see since April, or her account that let me back up. I'm sorry. When did you become aware that she had another account where she was depositing her income?
I still have yet to see that.
Okay.
I just know that since April, there's only been 3 payrolls deposited into that joint account to make payments.
Does she get paid once a month, semi-monthly? How does she
Semi-monthly.
Is it the same way you get paid?
Yes.
Because you work for the same company.
Correct.
When did she go to work for that company?
She started in April, I believe,
Of this year?
of this year.
Okay, so now, all right. I'm learning as I'm going, so help me out here.
All right,
In April, she signed with the company that you're now currently with,
correct,
and she got a signing bonus in April.
correct.
Did that signing bonus get deposited into the joint account?
No, it did not.
Is that when you understand that her payroll was going to another account?
That's when I realized that her payment was no longer going into the joint account
Okay, so where was she working at prior to April?
with Arclatex Finance.
Okay, and was that those checks going into the joint account?
They were
Okay, all right. So when things changed were in April. Is that correct?
correct.
And how did you know about that bonus of the 10,000 that you're talking about?
Because she told me about it.
Okay. And did she deposit that into the joint account?
No, she did not. Well, she told me about it bonus because she had started discussing that she was going to be leaving jobs. She never told me she changed her job.
You understand this is a temporary order, right, Mr. Diaz?
I do.
You understand that we're not here to determine who's going to keep what.
Correct.
All right. How are you going to pay those bills when you're in the negative $1,200?
I truly don't know.
Because you understand the part you do have to pay is the child support and the health insurance. Those are the two debts you can go to jail for.
Correct.
And so on Exhibit 1, is that why you're asking that she pay the Wells Fargo installment loan and relieve you of that $311?
Yes.
And even then, that would leave you at a deficit of $900 based on net income, correct?
Yes, it would.
Is there equity in that home you all have?
Yes.
Is there equity in that rental home?
Yes, there is.
Would you consider putting that rental home for sale? I mean, you have unfortunately, I don't know whether you all have a lease contract or not. And Lucy, I don't know if you know, or I don't know. But would you agree that that house maybe should be put for sale given the debt that exists in the community?
I do.
Okay. Do you know how much equity, and I'm not going to hold you to it, but a ballpark figure of how much equity there might be in that rental home?
Roughly about 50,000.
And do you know how much equity there might be in the residential home?
That one we're looking closer to almost $100,000.
Okay. Any retirement accounts?
I believe Angela does have some retirement accounts.
Do you?
I do not.
Have you ever had a retirement account?
Temporarily, I may have like $1,500 floating out there somewhere
From past employment
from past employers.
that occurred in the past prior to this year?
Yeah,
Okay. But whatever it is, and you haven't made any withdrawals from
yeah, I haven't. I'll be honest, I don't even know that if they exist.
it. Okay. But you think there might be something there.
Yes.
And how about in her retirement? Do you know?
I do not know. I know there's maybe 10, 15,000.
Okay. So it may not be a whole lot of money, but there may be some there.
Yeah.
Do you know if she's ever made any withdrawals?
Not that I know of.
All right. Any other expense that you can think of that may exist that the lawyers and the judge need to know about?
No.
Your primary concern is that you would like your extended standard visitation.
Yes.
There was a time where you tested positive for COVID, did you not?
Yes.
And then you provided the negative test to your wife, did you not?
I did.
And because you were trying to exercise this loose agreement that you all have had, is that correct?
Correct.
Were you able to exercise your visitation?
I was able to get my son.
Be able to get your daughter?
I was not.
Okay. So you'd like a court order that ensures that you get your extended standard visitation?
Yes.
You are now clear from COVID?
Yes, I am.
And you would agree that if you should ever get COVID again, you would probably release the children to your wife, correct?
Immediately.
And if she got COVID, you would like a provision that she release the children to you for the safety and welfare of the children?
Yes,
And when you got COVID, did you notify her about it?
I did.
And did it prevent you because you had COVID? Did you not exercise some visitation?
I did. It did prevent me.
All right. You don't have health insurance available through your employment?
They offer it. I don't receive it.
But you know that your wife gets it, right?
I know that she receives it for the children.
All right. And we may have a ballpark idea what it is, but based on your income, you believe you're capped at around 300, correct?
Correct.
All right. I'll pass the witness.
All right, Ms. Williamson.
Your Honor, I'll try never to repeat these questions and make this as smooth as possible. When did you start working for NCAP Mortgage?
The end of April.
Okay, that would it be right if I were to say it was April 25th?
Close enough, yes.
Okay, and from then to your exhibit number 2, it shows period ending 6/28/2020. That you
Yes.
made $12,380. Is that correct?
That is.
Okay, well, not the
Well,
greatest.
that
Hold on, I have to ask you the question, sir. Let me, of the 12,000, it is fair to say you've made it from April to June, correct?
What exhibit is she looking at?
Your exhibit 2, Roby.
exhibit 2.
Okay, and you're looking at the first page or the second page?
I only got one page.
It was filed with the court. There should be, one has a sticker on it, and then there's 2 pay stubs. There's
I'm
one,
looking at his pay stub that it says exhibit 2 and it says MCAP Mortgage,
okay.
okay? On that statement, sir, does it show that you have a year to date of 12,380?
It does.
Okay, and that would have been a period from April 25th or thereabouts to period ending June 28th. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
Can I explain my pay stub?
No, I'm going to ask you the question, sir. How many months of payments does that reflect? It
3
would
months.
be, okay, so it would have been from the 25th or thereabouts of April till May till June. So isn't that 2 months? From April to June 28th is 1 month. From May 28th till June 28th over here is 2 months. Am I?
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
So is it fair to say that your year-to-date gross would be 6,000 and something? Is that correct, sir?
My year-to-date gross?
Correct. For the period that you've been working at MCAP Mortgage, is that correct?
Well, no, because my year-to-date gross, if I was going to use that, would be something completely different.
Okay, what did you make? I'll make it real clear. What did you make for 2 months at MCAP Mortgage?
It's been 3 months, and I must have started sooner.
Okay, well, now we're changing the story. On your payroll that you and your attorney submitted as Exhibit 2, it
It shows
shows,
that I made $12,380, ma'am.
okay, that's what I'm saying. And that is period ending, On your
6/28
check.
of 2020.
correct. You started in April to this pay period, it's 2 months,
Mhm.
correct?
Correct.
All right, so you're averaging $6,190 per month. Is that
Objection to mischaracterization of facts, Your Honor.
Okay, if you divide this, I'll change the question. If you
Okay.
divide this over a 2-month period,
Well, that's where you're going
I'm
wrong.
asking, let me
know
finish
the
my
facts
question.
of my
If you
employment.
divide this over a 2-month period, since that's what you work, it would average
Objection
6,190, correct?
objection to mischaracterization of facts, Your Honor.
Your Honor, he still has to answer.
Okay, overrule.
If you can.
Is that correct?
Objection to the
Yes.
question is misleading, Your Honor.
Okay. Did you make $12,380 for the months of from April 25th till June 28th?
Objection to mischaracterization of the facts, Your Honor. Speculation.
Your Honor, then I would ask the court to take judicial notice of the exhibit that shows and the testimony. Did you start work April 25th? He said yes.
It's already been admitted, so I have it
Thank
already.
you, Your Honor. If we divide that by the 2 months, 6,190 divided by 2, 12,000 would be 6,190. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, and that would be what you have made for those 2 months, correct?
Objection. Characterization of facts, Your Honor.
Your Honor, it's stating a fact that he made that in the 2 months.
Yeah, okay, overrule, go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, well, that is what I've made at AMCAP, but I'll get you my
Okay,
exact.
thank you very much. I'm not asking you now, prior to opening your account, your own separate account, you said that all your money was going to the joint account, correct?
Correct.
All right, out of which you were paying your apartment, $775, correct?
Correct.
You were paying your light,
Correct.
you were paying your Dodge Ram, correct?
Correct.
You were paying the insurance for your vehicle, correct?
Correct.
Out of that money was coming out all your personal credit cards, correct?
Correct.
All right. So can you tell me how much you were paying in child support?
I can get that figure for you. I can't tell you right now exactly.
Okay. Would it be fair to say that
But
more
if-
money
if-
was coming out than you were depositing?
If based on what we're looking at from April to now, it'd be close to about $3,000 per month.
So, but out of that, your Apple MasterCard your Apple credit card was paid, correct?
Correct.
Your Wells Fargo Visa was paid?
Correct.
Your Academy Visa was paid?
Correct.
Your Wells Fargo installment loan that is in your sole name, is that correct?
Correct. No,
The
because
Home Depot-
that's in both of our names. The installment loan is
Okay.
in both of our.
Let me show you that installment loan. That is your exhibit also. It just indicates that it is in your name. Okay, that is in your name. Would that be incorrect?
Correct.
So it is in your name only?
No, it's in both of our names.
Okay, all right. Now, every single bit of your debt was being paid out of this joint account, correct?
Your Honor, objection. First of all, it is community debt. It's not his debt. It is not her debt. It is community debt. It's a mischaracterization of the facts and of the law.
I will change the question, Your Honor.
Okay.
Every single bit of debt, which is in your name alone, was being paid, including your rent, your car, and your insurance, was being paid out of the joint account, correct?
To mischaracterization of the facts, both of their income was going in there, and no one can trace whose money was going to what payment, Your Honor. It's an
Your Honor, I'm not asking for him to say which monies.
No,
I'm saying all accounts were being paid out of a joint account,
which is community funds. So the
correct?
is a mistake of law because
Your Honor, I'll let him do the questions for me then, because it doesn't seem like he's gonna let me.
No, I think the question was all payments that were made by you, Mr. Diaz, came out of that account, right?
Correct.
Correct, that was,
Right.
okay. And, sure, let's go to a couple other things. Now, you've taken things out of the home, correct?
Correct. I took my personal clothes.
All right, your personal clothes, 2 handguns and 2 rifles?
Yes,
Okay, well.
2 handguns and 3 shotguns.
Oh, 3 shotguns, okay. Okay. What kind of safes are we talking about that your attorney said you needed to put these shotguns in?
I didn't say shotguns, Judge. I mean, it's a
My
mystery.
attorney said I needed to put my guns in the safe.
Okay,
And
are
they're-
these safes
they're-
large enough for all your guns?
One of them is large enough for my handgun. The other one is the safe that I use in my vehicle because I do carry a handgun every day, and that one goes in my vehicle. It's a
And,
portable.
but you've taken guns and left 2 handguns, or what did you leave at the house?
I left 3 handguns. 3 handguns and my son's shotgun.
Okay, and your son's shotgun.
The shotgun that I bought my son, yes.
Okay, now,
What gauge is a shotgun?
My son's shotgun is a 410 22 split.
Okay, and the other 3 handguns are 380s and 22 and 9mm, right?
Correct.
Okay.
now, sir, you wanted to take, I believe it's well, a ring, weights. All right, what is your fear why do you need to take them now?
My fear is that that gun's going to be used in a crime.
Your wife what crime are you expecting your wife to do?
I don't know if she's going to sell it. I don't know if she's going to use it for something else. We're talking about somebody who's having me stalked, followed. I don't know what she's capable of doing.
Okay. You understand there's going to be a restraining order where neither of you can sell or dispose of these these guns, and that there's going to be no stalking both ways. You understand that?
We're not making any claim on any drugs. If I were.
Yeah, I don't do drugs. Sorry.
No, that was fine. Sorry. And nobody is going to stalk anybody. You understand that?
Okay.
Well, on that, the issue is that she states she's not having me stalked, but I don't know if her family is. So then can we put that in that restraining order? That's just a question.
I have no idea, sir. That's something you need to discuss with your attorney. Now, prior to this month, how was the rental property being paid?
From our joint account.
Okay. Who was making the payment?
It was on an auto debit. I was transferring the
So
funds.
you knew that it was an auto debit, correct?
I did not know it was on an auto debit. I knew that it was getting
Yes.
paid from the bank account. I found out it was on auto debit on the 15th of this month when
Okay.
I made the payment.
You never made the payment on it, correct? Personally, I don't mean from what funds. I'm just saying you never personally went to the bank and to the mortgage and made transfers.
No, because Mr.
I
Cooper's
thought we
not.
already had Judge, let me just interject. I thought we had an agreement. She said on the record he could handle those funds and pay for it.
Your Honor, I think he opened the door, Your Honor, when he questioned him about who made all the payments. So I think he opened the door and on it. So I think it's something the court needs to
we're not
hear.
changing the agreement. I was asking how it was getting done, Judge.
Exactly, and so am I, Your Honor,
But the payment came out of automatic payment,
out of the joint account.
the rental.
He's now saying he became aware of that. Yes.
That's the 941 or something?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
all right.
And even after you left the residence in January, it continued to be paid out of that joint account for the rental property, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And until this very last payment that you made, which was a double payment, but that you made, it was always made out of the joint account, correct?
Correct.
And you did not make the payment from that joint account.
Well, yeah, because it's my account, so I did make it from that account.
No. In January, February, I know this last one, but I mean the other months, did you?
Asked and answered. It is your account. He made the payment. Asked and answered.
No, Your Honor, that was not my question.
I did make the payment.
Okay. In February, did you make the payment yourself?
from my joint account.
This is a question yourself.
Did you physically, you wrote out a check?
No, because we pay everything online.
Okay, did you make that payment online?
It was set to pay out. I discussed it with your client
Okay.
and we paid it.
That's
We
not my
paid it.
question, sir. Did you initiate the payment online?
She did. She initiated the
Okay.
payment. She initiated the payment in February, March, April, May,
Okay, it wasn't until
and they
this.
were made late every month.
Okay, sir, you need to ask, Your Honor, I object as unresponsive.
All right,
Judge,
sustain.
it was not until this last month that you took it upon yourself to initiate the payment. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. Now let's go over some of these exhibits that there's a loan with Chase, a Chase credit card for 10,000. It's your exhibit number 4.
Yes.
Isn't it true and correct that this is your credit card, correct?
Yes.
And isn't true and correct that you did this without without your wife's consent? Is that correct?
I wrote the check.
You wrote the check and she was very upset about it. Is that not correct?
Yes.
Okay. So it is, and isn't it true that you and your wife owed your mother-in-law a substantial amount of money for building a pool? Is that correct? I'll make it
That was
even
made
easier.
square. My mother-in-law said that was fine, that it was.
Okay, Your Honor, I would object to hearsay.
She asked the question and he,
No,
All right, let's ask the question again. I'm sorry.
Your Honor, hearsay is hearsay. He can answer it. Did your
No.
mother-in-law build a pool?
it is unless you open the door, and it's the way she asked the question.
Wow, let me look at the code to make sure, that that's an exception to hearsay. I don't think it's an exception to hearsay.
Let's answer ask the question again. I'm sorry.
Yes, I'll ask the question again. Did
Yeah.
your mother-in-law pay for the building of a pool for you and your family?
That was
Yes,
answered.
She
Yes
paid
or no?
for it. She paid for the pool.
Thank you. And let's go to the next one here. Now, there is the Wells Fargo that you have as Exhibit 5.
Correct.
Principal loan right now, it was 20,000.
Correct.
What was that used for?
That was used to pay off debts.
Okay. And that is in your name alone?
No, that is in both of our names.
Okay, all right. I just show that on the statement, it just shows your name, but maybe this was a misprint of the statement?
That's not how it works, Judge. You know, who you address to is not.
I'm just asking, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I'm going to object to mischaracterization.
But most importantly, on that loan, the payment is 622.
Yes,
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay.
Now, you say you work out of your home, correct?
Correct.
Do you ever have to report to the office?
No.
All your work is always at home? You never have to go meet clients or anything of that nature?
Currently with the pandemic, it's done via Zoom.
Okay. And is that the way it has always been with you?
No, it hasn't always been that way.
Okay. All right. Your wife, she works exclusively from home, correct?
I believe so.
Wait. All right. She doesn't have an office to go to, is that correct? Except the home office, I'm sorry.
objection
Yeah.
for speculation. He doesn't know about her new employment, what she does or doesn't do.
Okay. Now, as far as schooling with your children, since this pandemic, who has done all the schooling with the children?
When they're with her, she does it. When they've been with me, I've done it.
Okay, how have you done it?
Well, when their kids are here on Thursday mornings, I do this. I sit down with them and do their schoolwork.
Okay, how do you do it? What do you do?
I sit down with them and I ask
Relevancy,
them and we
Judge.
go over the curriculum for that day.
Okay, how do you get the curriculum?
I was on a group
Objection to
chat. for the-
relevancy, we've already agreed that they're joint managing. The only question is extended, and they have to have good cause to deny it.
Your Honor, I think
Okay.
it's something the judge is able to take into discretion because we are asking from a variance from the time return. We don't have a problem with joint custody, but we are asking that she be allowed to designate the school, and we are asking for a deviation that the children be brought back on Sunday nights.
They're not entitled to, if he asks for the extended, Judge, under the statute, he's entitled to it. They have to show good cause why he's not.
And Your Honor,
Okay.
I believe that's what I'm attempting to do if Mr. Flores would allow me to ask the questions.
So the whole issue is gonna be either Sunday night or Monday morning, right?
Correct.
But it'll be extended, but the whole issue is gonna be either or.
Well, it can't be. It either is extended or it isn't. And extended requires at election Thursday after school or at 3:30 till morning, and then return Monday morning when school commences.
Okay, if that's what it is.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, okay.
Your Honor, the court has the discretion of varying from it if
Oh.
the facts
I'll consider it.
justify it. So
I'll consider it.
now, sir, where are you currently residing?
In McAllen,
What address is that?
3100 North J Street, apartment 17.
Okay, is that the same complex that your girlfriend lives in?
My friend, I don't have a girlfriend.
Okay. And who is this friend?
She's one of my realtor referral clients. Amy.
Okay, what's her
Palacios.
name?
Amy
What?
Palacios. Amy Palacios and Alex Markham.
Okay, let's go to Amy. Now, many occasions she spends the night at your home. Is that not true?
That's not true.
Okay, she doesn't spend extended times with you.
Judge, we have no objection to, for both parties being prohibited from having persons of the opposite sex spend the night. Not a problem.
Or
Your Honor, that's
paramours.
not- And that's not, if
From
it's
10
just,
o'clock at night, from 10 o'clock at night till 7 in the morning, nobody of the opposite sex can spend the night. Not a problem.
and
Okay,
Your Honor, that's not, if he would just let me finish, because that's not why I'm asking that. I'm asking that these children not be exposed to anyone of the opposite sex that are friends in the presence of the children.
Judge, that is ridiculous. Are you telling me, Judge,
Uh-huh.
you believe the state of the law is that if I have a female friend, married, single, or otherwise, that I cannot associate with people of the opposite sex because my children are present? Really? There is no state of the law that provides for that. You don't give his constitutional rights who he can gather with.
Your Honor, you can during a divorce, if I'm asking is he having an intimate relationship with this individual? And if we need to put up more testimony of that with private investigators, we will. We were trying to avoid that. But all we are asking is any person that he's having an intimate relationship with, that they not be in the presence of the children. If he's saying that he's not having a relationship with her, well, fine, then no problem.
Judge, the issue to protect children is from exposing them to having, look, I would like to think both parents are not going to show affection to another person in the presence of the children. You want that? I agree.
And Your Honor, maybe that's what we have proof of.
I agree. I agree. That shouldn't happen. We can put a
Exactly.
where they can't do that. Not a problem.
maybe we can
Your
do
Honor,
this.
if he's not having an intimate relationship with her, it's not a problem. Granted,
Look,
however he wants to put it, he's fighting like he is having an intimate relationship with
I don't
her.
know if this divorce is going to take 2 months or 12 months. I don't expect Miss Diaz to maybe not have a relationship that she may feel intimate about. And it would be ridiculous for me to say, heaven forbid that if her children walk around at a Pizza Hut with someone that she may like. That's craziness.
Well, you
Actually,
can,
it's called morality. It's called morality, sir. Because
can
they
ask-
haven't gotten out of one relationship and they're already putting these children into another relationship. And our reason for asking that will come out further when my client testifies, Your Honor. I'm not asking friends, 1,000,000 women friends, if he wants to have 1,000,000 friends.
Judge,
I'm
those are,
saying anybody he's having an intimate relationship with.
I'm not,
And that works both ways.
I haven't made any rulings yet, so I'll consider it.
Okay. So, Mr. Diaz, you're saying you are not having any kind of intimate relationship with Ms. Palacios,
I didn't say that. I
okay?
said she's a
Are-
friend. But I have intimate relationships with several friends.
Okay, I'll be real blunt. Are you having a sexual relationship with Ms. Palacios?
Yes,
Okay. And you've introduced your children to this woman, is not correct?
I have.
Okay.
I introduced her prior to.
Thank
us
you,
having-
sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Now, have you asked your wife, except for in this proposal, have you asked your wife for any of these things you're asking for? Camping equipment? Do you plan to go camping soon?
Yeah,
or
I would
Judge.
like to. Well,
Have
but
you
this was,
Have you asked her for any of this?
I have.
Okay, and you've asked her for the weights?
I have.
Okay. Your Honor, if the court will give me 1 minute, I will review my notes.
Okay. No, just a bottle.
Okay, Your Honor, I pass the witness.
All right, Mr. Flores?
I'll pass witness. I'll go to Ms. Diaz.
Oh, okay.
And I ask you to move up, so, because I scream, it's easy for them to hear me. You know what?
Okay.
See, Your Honor, if you could just ask her a quick question to see if they can hear. If not, I might change places with her.
Okay, can you hear me, Miss Diaz?
I sure can. Can you hear me?
Yes, you might have to be a little bit louder.
It
I'm-
might
being
be better to
honest.
switch. It might be better to switch places. It should be closer.
Yeah, if they switch places, it'll work. Yeah.
Oh, I am so sorry. I stepped on you. I'm so sorry.
Hi, good afternoon, ma'am. Please raise your right hand. You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. You may put your hand down. And Mr. Flores, you may begin.
Ms. Diaz, would you please state your full name for the record?
Angela Gabrielle Diaz,
And how old are you, Ms. Diaz?
33.
And how old is your husband?
Excuse me?
How old is your husband?
32.
And y'all been married for how long?
For 15 years.
And your children are 8 and 10 respectively?
Correct.
And how long did y'all know each other before you were married?
Before we were married, 4 years.
Did you say you were married 15 years?
Yes. And we knew each other for prior to that.
So you were 17 years of age when you all married?
No, I'm going to be 34 this year.
I'm sorry?
I was 18.
Okay. So he was 17 and you were 18?
Correct.
All right. And from this relationship, you have 2 children that you have no doubt that both of you love,
Correct.
that you both would take care of,
Yes.
respect,
Sorry? Yes.
keep safe.
Yes.
You also agree that children are better off when they have a good relationship with both parents, right?
Yes.
And you would agree that children generally want their parents to stay together and not be apart, correct?
Please repeat the question.
You agree that children usually want them to stay together and not be apart, correct?
You're cutting out, Roby.
Oh, okay. Let's try again. Okay, you agree that children, and I'm going to say your children, would probably wish you all were together versus apart. Is that correct? I'm sorry, I can't hear Ms. Williams, what she said.
That is correct.
You can move up a little bit. There you go.
You don't have any doubt that your children love their father?
I don't have doubt.
And the same is true for him towards them, correct?
Correct.
Mr. Diaz has had less time with the children than you've had with them from January to the present. Is that correct?
That is correct. They reside with me.
But you understand that if there was an order in place, he would have gotten 30 days in summer, and you would agree he hasn't gotten 30 days in summer, correct?
That is correct.
And so if he were to get the children from this Friday till August the 10th, 15th, you wouldn't have an objection to that, would you?
I do.
You have an objection to it?
I do.
You don't think they should be with him for extended periods of time?
You're cutting out, Roby. It's like it's getting, because it's like every other word.
So you have an objection to him having an extended period of time?
Yes, I do.
And just like you have an objection to an extended period of time during the summer, you think that's in the children's best interest even though they love him?
Yes.
Who do you work for?
AmTab, Gold Financial Services,
And what is your title there?
underwriter,
And when did you start working for them?
4/1/2020.
And your salary there is roughly 120?
That is incorrect.
Okay. What is your salary there?
95,000.
Is that with or without any commissions?
Without.
And you do receive commissions?
I receive bonuses.
Now, we've provided you income information, and I don't have any information from you, but we'll be sending documents to you that should substantiate your testimony here today. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. So did you receive a signing bonus from this company?
Yes, I did.
How much?
10,000.
And that is what you told your husband as he testified earlier, correct?
Correct.
And that 10,000 you didn't deposit in the joint account. Where did you deposit it?
I actually cashed the check and I just received it last week or the week before. And it is due back if I am not to be employed for at least 12, I believe it's 12 months or 18 months. So I have to pay it back.
Objection to be non-responsive. When did you receive that check?
It was last week or the week prior. It was in the last 10 days.
Just cashed it? You said?
You cut again. You cut
said
again.
you cashed it?
I'm sorry. What did I say?
I'll try again. Sorry. Did you just you said you just cashed that check?
Yes.
Okay. And where did you put that cash?
I actually have some of it and I had to pay back my sister.
Okay. How much did you allegedly pay back your sister?
You cut out.
Yeah, you cut out. Roby, when I go like that, is that you're cutting out? You probably can't see. It's like noise from somewhere else is coming in your office,
No?
or maybe from somebody else.
How much did you allegedly pay your sister back?
I owed her about $5,000. She has assisted me with making payments, actually.
Assisted you with what?
Yeah, go ahead, louder. It's because it's cutting off, the thing's cutting off.
She has assisted me with making payments.
To who? Assisted making payments to who?
I haven't had funds because the savings has liquidated.
But you still have a paycheck.
I do, that pays my entire amount of bills for the household.
So right now, that $10,000 bonus, you're not required to pay it back because you're still with the company, correct?
That is correct.
And according to you, you have 5,000 in cash in your possession and 5,000 to your sister.
I said 6,000? Yeah.
Oh, now it's 6,000 to your
Sorry.
sister?
I'm sorry, hold on. Okay, I have 4,000 in my possession. I have given my sister so far 3,000. Well, it was about $3,500.
Where's the rest of it?
There's taxes. The check was for $69.66 and 1 cent.
So let me be clear then. You didn't receive a check for 10,000. You received a check that reflected taxes being taken out
Correct.
and leaving you a net check of 6,009 what?
6966 1 cent.
And the money that was left over after you paid your sister, did you deposit it into the bank?
No, I have cash.
Who do you bank with?
I bank with Wells Fargo.
Any other accounts?
I have a Randolph Brooks account that has $94.
A Randolph what?
Randolph Brooks.
Is Wells Fargo where your direct deposit goes?
Yes, that is where my direct deposit. Actually, I was I was receiving
No,
paper
but
checks.
answer his question.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And how much do you direct deposit every pay period?
My base salary is $32.50 semi-monthly.
Okay, and how much have you deposited with commissions since you started working there in April?
You cut out totally then.
How much did you deposit with commissions since April?
Every paycheck.
Yes, and you haven't just received your base pay, you have commissions that you've earned since April, correct?
I have a bonus, and that is
All right.
included in my check.
You have a what?
I have a per file bonus, which is included in each paycheck.
How much bonus did you get that's included in your check?
There's only been 2 months. Hold on, April, May, about $2,900.
Pay period?
No, for 2 months. For June, I was not, for May and June, I was not eligible for April bonus because I had just started.
Give me a second. So in the month of June, you had a bonus of $1,450. Month of May, you had $1,450. And now we're almost through with July. Did you have another $1,450?
That is not calculated until the end of the month and would be paid on 8/15.
So you're saying you got those bonuses in mid-May and mid-June?
No, mid-June, yes, no, mid-June for May. This mid-July for,
Well, you said you've already received 2. Is that true or not true?
yes,
All right, so you got one in mid-May and one in mid-June.
No.
Okay,
And mid-May, I would not be eligible for an April bonus. So I received mid-June for May, mid-July for June.
and how are the bonuses calculated?
It depends. It is $100 after 37 files, or it can be a weekend incentive at a certain amount per file that I underwrite over the weekend. So it varies. It is not for sure.
So is every bonus different?
Yes, that is correct.
And do you have a current pay stub with you showing you how much you received in bonuses?
I don't have it with me, no.
Are they reflected in your pay stubs?
Yes,
How much did you earn in 2019?
99,000.
Was that with bonuses and commissions?
With bonuses, yes, I do not receive commissions.
So are you saying that your gross last year was 99,000 with commissions or bonuses?
Correct.
Any other stipends or benefits that you receive payment with other than your base pay and the bonuses and commissions you've talked about?
Any other stipend?
Any other sources of income through your employer that may be labeled something else other than bonus and commissions?
No.
Do you agree there's about 100,000 in equity in the house? And about 50 on the rental?
I agree with 50,000 on the rental. I would say about 65,000 on the primary residence.
I'd like to talk to you a little bit, because again, I don't have any documents from you. Did you bring any documents with you to produce as evidence about what your expenses are?
No.
Okay, so what we have today is your word.
Yes.
All right. So in credit cards that are in your name, Ann Taylor, how much do you owe Ann Taylor?
15,000. How much, the amount, the balance?
Yeah,
Hold on, we did submit something, Roby.
I haven't got
The payments, yeah, hold on. You made me
It's
move.
all right.
I lost hold on, you made me move and I forgot
Well,
my.
let me question her to the best
Oh,
of
I
her.
need for it, yes.
On Ann Taylor, how much do you think is your balance, more or less?
15,700.
Citibank,
8,600.
8,600.
Yes.
Chase Southwest Visa,
Oh, 9,000.
Wells Fargo Visa,
6,600.
There we go.
Apple MasterCard,
Apple MasterCard, 1,000.
how much?
1,000.
Care Credit,
3,300.
how much do you owe Brook Love?
3,300.
Ashley Furniture,
$420 and $547.
okay. What's your minimum payment on Ann Taylor?
$220.
Yeah, we just did that, we submitted that one also, hold on, you made me move and now I can't hear.
$220.
Okay, the document that you're referring to, is that an actual statement that shows what your minimum payment is, or notes that you and your lawyer created?
Notes that me and my lawyer created.
All right.
Well, from a statement.
Well, I understand, but you're not looking at a statement. What you're looking at is a document that you and or your lawyer created
That is correct.
today. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right. Citibank, how much is your monthly, your minimum monthly payment? Lucy, I really appreciate if you wouldn't guide her, just let her answer.
No, well, you moved me, so all my stuff is over there. I mean, you guys
All right,
moved
get
me.
your stuff. Then get
Okay,
your stuff,
this is
and
her
then ask
stuff.
questions.
Okay, go ahead.
What was the question?
Your minimum payment for Citibank,
165,
Chase,
210.
and again, you're looking at the sheet in front of you, correct?
That is correct.
All right. Wells Fargo Visa that's in your name?
180,
Care Credit,
about 130.
Brook Love,
There's no monthly payment amount. It was just to be paid in chunks.
how long ago was that loan taken by you?
March of 2017.
Of 2017?
That is correct.
Okay, and Ashley Furniture, minimum payments?
$200 combined.
Give me a second, please.
Mr. Flores,
Yes, sir.
you have Wells Fargo 180, Care Credit 130. Is there another card in between those two?
It's the 622, that's the installment loan that he testified to earlier in his column at 311.
Oh, okay, okay. Then I have Ashley. Is that the last one?
Yes, that's the last one.
Okay.
Your Honor, can we take like a 5-minute break? I need to go to the restroom.
Okay, 5-minute break.
The house payment, Ms. Diaz, is how much? 18 what?
1851,
Your card payment?
750.
Is that a lease or a purchase?
Elise?
It's a lease?
Yes.
Is that debt that I went over, which is the Ann Taylor, the Citibank, the Chase, the Wells, the Apple, the Care Credit, Brook Love, and Ashley Furniture. Is there any other debt?
No.
I'm sorry?
No.
Okay. And in doing the math there, those minimum monthly payments come out to about $1,727 a month.
Sorry. I'm looking at this.
Well, the judge can do the math, but if those numbers are correct, if I submitted to you that those numbers add up about 1727, does that sound about right?
Yes.
Then we have
Can you repeat?
You're getting cut off, Mr. Flores.
and with that 1727 plus the 1851 on the house, that puts you at 3578 plus 750.
No.
That puts you at
Roby,
43. Yeah, sorry.
have your stuff. Somebody's making some noise somewhere and we're not hearing anything. And it's not you, it's somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm in a private office by myself. Again, maybe I'm not talking into this computer easy enough.
Okay.
So we got 1727 in those things you testified to, 1851 in the house, 750 in the car, bringing it to about $4,328. Sound about right?
I have a different total.
And the judge can do the math. I mean,
Okay. Yeah, sounds all right.
and when I add that 622 into that mix, that puts those credit card payments at 1727. By the way, that's how I got to that number.
Okay. Yes, that's what I was on.
That's if you were to pay the full amount of that loan that you and Mr. Diaz both signed off on at Wells Fargo, correct?
That loan is in Jesse's name only.
Okay, but if the documents say different, you'll agree with whatever the documents say. I'm not talking about the statement. I can send a statement to my wife's address and to my wife's name. It doesn't mean it's her bill, right? Is that what you're going by? Because it
No,
shows
sir.
an address, or do you remember signing that
Sir,
loan?
sir, I am not going by the address. I actually was the one that did the paperwork. I was not eligible or qualified for that loan, and it was taken out in Jesse's name only.
Whatever it is, it's debt that belongs to both of you.
That is correct. I'm answering your question.
Gotcha. All right. Given your all's debt, do you think that you all should list both properties for sale?
No,
Based on your $95,000 base, your $10,000 bonus, and your $2,900 that and your $2,900 in additional bonuses, you'll be on track then to earn $107,900 for the year, correct?
correct.
All right. And you understand that that puts you at gross earnings of around 8,991,
The what?
8,991. And when you do, can you hear me?
What about 8,900?
The 1,700, the 107,900 divided by 12 puts you at gross at 8,991.
Okay,
But if you go to the guidelines, that puts you at net income for one dependent, just like I did Jesse's, would put you at 6,875 of disposable net income.
okay,
The debt that you've testified to is $4,328. You're actually in the plus side. Do you realize that?
yes,
And that means if the court is going to try to keep the status quo to make sure that the debts and the liabilities and the assets are protected, you are in a position to pay more of the debt. Correct?
My mask, I'm sorry.
correct.
Hold on.
You're in a position to pay the debt, correct?
Sir,
Just a
I
minute.
lost my mask in the restroom, and we can hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead. Time out.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize I came in without it.
That's okay.
All right, welcome back.
Thank you, sir. I apologize for that. I just realized I didn't have it on, and it kind of freaked me out.
Okay, Ruby, you may proceed, Mr. Flores.
Sure. To maintain the status quo, for the court to keep the status quo of the debts and pay the assets, you are in a position to pay more of the debt than your husband, correct?
No,
Okay, well, if you only have 4,328 in debt, you've got 2,557 of net income still available after you pay all those debts, including the 622. Do you realize that?
I work hard. It is not my choice to make.
I understand. And the reality is that during your marriage, you worked hard too, and you made more money than Jesse, and you all got by however you got by, and it looks like you were probably paying the majority of the debt by virtue of your respective incomes, correct?
Not always, sir.
Well, the way this year is panning out, whether we like it or not, you were paying most of the debt regardless, right?
Yes,
All right. And I guess what I didn't realize though is that you all have on credit card debt, God, almost probably $50,000 to $60,000 worth of credit card debt if we start adding all that up on both sides. Yeah.
that is correct.
Do you see any other way to pay off this debt other than selling the assets?
Yes, maintaining payment.
You understand that if Jesse were paying the debts that he's asking to pay, he's in the negative. What we're going to be asking is that you pay even some of those debts because he has the right to eat, right? And these are community debts. They belong to both of you. Whether you agree that at the end of the day, you all got into this debt together. I'm not blaming you. I'm not saying you're the one that did it. Like most married couples, you all made expenses. You thought you'd buy things. You wanted a certain lifestyle, and you ended up where you're at, right, Miss Diaz?
You cut out.
I'm sorry?
You cut out?
I said, you all chose to live a certain type of lifestyle over these years, even if it was to put in a pool. If there was testimony earlier about putting in a pool, those are decisions you all made, right?
Correct.
Okay, when you got into these credit card debts, if you opened up a man-Taylor MasterCard and now have accumulated $15,700 in that credit card alone, those are decisions that you made, right or wrong. And I'm not blaming you. You've done it, right?
Correct.
And you know that debt, just like the debts in Jesse's name, are community debt. Correct?
Correct.
And the court's obligation at temporary orders is to keep the status quo. How do I get everything paid, maintain the property, and make sure that somebody isn't in a negative and somebody's in a positive? The court's obligation is to figure out, how do I get the debt paid and yet make sure everybody can feed themselves?
Okay, his income fluctuates. I don't know.
Okay.
Make
Yeah.
$3,200.
In addition to that income that you now have, Jesse has a legal obligation on top of that to pay you $620, which means you have more freedom to pay debt
No,
and support the children, correct?
no,
I'm sorry?
no.
No? Okay. So that $620 that if you were to receive that, it's going to be used potentially to buy groceries, correct? Maybe, depending on how you get paid, pay some of the bills that you've accumulated, right?
To support the children and any activities that they might have.
Well, right now, for the last 4 months, there have been no activities. And unless you know something I don't know, you think there's going to be activities in the next 2 or 3 months?
Aaliyah takes virtual piano.
Okay. And you understand that may be a choice that you make as a primary conservator, but the child support is based on his income, right?
Correct.
All right. That you may want to put them in different extracurricular activities because you make more money doesn't resolve the payment of the debt that already exists, right?
Correct.
All right. Now, I know you and your lawyer and I have had discussions, but I haven't seen anything yet. On your health insurance, do you have the children covered through your employment?
Yes.
And is this a family plan that you have purchased, or what is it?
It is health provided for myself and my children through my employer.
For yourself and children?
Correct.
And is it taken out of your check?
Yes.
And how much is that payment, bi-weekly, since you get paid bi-weekly?
I get paid semi-monthly and it is $250 each check.
$250 semi-monthly, but that includes you.
That includes me. And that is just for medical.
What does that mean?
I also have dental.
Okay, how much is dental?
That one I'm not sure about. I forgot.
Look at the, you have a statement, I think, or something you told me.
How much is dental?
I am checking. I don't know if
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, off the top of my head, it's about $49, so $24 and change each pay period.
Let's just say 50 for the sake of argument, so I keep my math simple.
Sure.
Insurance, besides the $250 and the $50 per pay period.
Sorry?
You cut out.
I'm sorry. The dental is $25 per pay period, roughly?
Yes.
Okay. Is there any other kind of, do you have vision for the kids?
Yes.
How much is that?
$8 per pay period.
Okay, so we've got $250 and $25. That's $275 and $8 per pay period, you said?
Yes.
So that's Okay. We've got 500, we've got 50, and we've got 16. So we've got roughly 566 divided by 3, would you agree?
Can I correct you on the dental?
Okay,
It's $56 a month.
okay, a month, okay.
Yes, sorry.
All right. So it would come out roughly about 150 per person, which is about $300 in medical support that he would have to reimburse you to make sure the kids stay insured, correct?
100 and, what are you doing? The total divided by 3?
Yeah, because you said it covered you and the children.
But the calculation is different if I do just myself versus adding my children.
But the policy that you have right now covers you, and that's what you're paying for 3 people. I mean, Jesse could go try to get a policy that might cost him $200. I can do that too, but since you've already got it covered for temporary orders, I'm just trying to keep it simple. At the end, he may want to go look for a policy. But for right now, 300 would covering the children, correct?
No,
Okay. What do you think it's going to cost to cover the children?
about $330.
Okay. All right. Now, getting back to the house and the rental property, you all have a lease on the house until May of next year, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I heard Jesse say that there was some late payments that were being made to the mortgage company when the money was in the joint account. Is that true?
That is incorrect.
Okay. But there is no question that the money was coming out of that joint account.
Correct.
Okay. See, I have a wife too, and whatever money I put in the bank, she doesn't care whether I earned it. She considers it our money. You agree that that money that was in that joint account was your all money, right?
We'll make sure Sarah gets a copy of these transcripts.
Oh, don't worry, she has access to everything. So you understand under the law, it's both of your all's money.
Correct.
All right. So it isn't necessarily that Jesse was paying or you were paying. Both of you were paying these liabilities and things that you owe, correct?
Out of the joint account, yes.
All right. Now, how much money do you have in your current checking account?
3,000 for, in my personal account,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
$94.
How much?
$94.
So despite the fact that you have net proceeds after those expenses of $2,557, you're telling this court over the course of these last 3 or 4 months that you've been separated, and you separated your account in April, I think is what you said, right?
No, that is incorrect.
You didn't open your other account in April?
No, I did not.
You didn't stop depositing your check into the joint account around mid-April?
No, I received a paper check for the first time in April. Actually, the 1st of May. I did not open a account in April.
Objection being non-responsive. Were your payroll checks from either your previous employment or current employment going into the joint account after April 15th?
Yes,
All right. And they would be reflected in that account?
yes.
All right. When did you stop depositing your checks into that account?
I just received one July 15th in that account, so I haven't stopped.
So you're still using that joint account?
That is correct.
Do you have another account besides the Wells Fargo account?
I have a Randolph Brooks account.
So that joint Wells Fargo is where you're saying that the payroll from your current employers going into?
Correct.
All right. And the savings, where was that account?
Wells Fargo,
And how much money got taken out of that savings account over the course of the last 6 months?
about 21,000.
Were you working from January to April?
Yes, I was.
And how much were you earning then?
78,000 annually. I don't know how much that is in dollars.
And with bonuses?
No bonuses. Well, very minimal bonus, if any. There were several periods where Jesse did not deposit or did not earn to deposit.
And you agree that the $9,000 bonus that he got went into that joint account as well, correct?
And I what?
And you agree that the $9,000 that he testified went into that joint account as well, correct?
9,000 what? I'm sorry.
Dollars. The bonus that he got that he testified to.
What bonus?
You remember seeing that bonus in that joint account?
What bonus? He does not receive bonuses.
And maybe I'm using the terminology wrong, and you'll have to forgive me. I'm not a banker. The signing bonus or the money that he got that he was supposed to make draws against that he testified to, or they gave it to him up front for those in that company.
You cut out the last.
Try again. Do you remember Jesse testifying to the $9,000 that he received with the company that he now has to pay back because he ended the contract ahead of time?
I cannot agree to the amount, but he did receive deposits, yes, from Finance Home America or Eustace Mortgage.
Well, what do you think the account was? I mean, you guys are both bankers, and it's odd to me that you all don't know what deposits are going in.
No. I don't understand the question then, because I can tell you off of memory.
The $9,000 that he testified to.
There is no $9,000.
How much do you say it was?
At the beginning of at the beginning of March, it was about $2,400 and then a deposit for $900. And this is from Eustace Mortgage. And this is on the March, the 1st of March, or maybe March 15th, but either way, between March 1st and March 15th, it was only about $2,400 and change and a $900 deposit, both from Eustace Mortgage, not $9,000.
Okay. Back to the children. Did Jesse tell you when he had COVID and he didn't pick up the children?
Yes.
Is that a sign of a responsible parent?
Yes.
Okay. And then when he asked you that he wanted them back, your daughter didn't go, is that correct?
Correct.
You understand why he wants a court order that ensures his visitation, correct?
Yes.
And it's a good thing when a father or a mother say, I want to see my children as much as legally possible, correct?
Correct.
And so when Jesse is telling you that he wants to see his children more, that's a good thing, isn't it?
No.
It's not a good thing?
No, not if the child did not want to go.
Do you think your children should be able to decide, for example, if they don't want to go to the doctor? Yes or no? I can't see, and you know, is there anybody in front of you at this point in time? Okay.
Oh, I'm sitting down because I can't hear you. I'm hoping if I get closer, I can hear you better. I'm right here.
Is there? Do you think children should decide whether or not they want to go to the doctor or not?
If they are worried, yes. Oh, sorry, the doctor, no.
How about school?
No.
But dad, yes?
If they were worried about COVID, yes.
No. I'm not talking about COVID. He doesn't have COVID. You know that. He showed you the report. Do you think children should have that choice?
No.
All right. So you agree that adults are in a better position to know what's best for them than children themselves, correct?
Yes.
All right. So you agree that he should have his extended standard because your children don't realize the importance of being with the other parent, correct?
Your Honor, I would object. This calls for her to speculate what her children think.
Well, do you think your children know better than you and your husband?
No.
All right. Is there any other, do you have a retirement?
Yes. At my previous employer.
And how much is in those retirements?
$2,800.
Okay. So again, it takes me back to the question about the properties. Y'all don't really have any savings. The savings that you had in January, for whatever reason, got depleted between January and June. Is there zero now in that savings?
Correct.
Despite the fact that you went from a $70,000 employment to a $95,000 employment, and Jesse's at a $40,000 employment and a $9,000 bonus that he says got deposited into the account. Right?
What was your question?
There are no other sources in order to pay off debt other than the two properties that you have.
Correct.
All right. Have you had the residence appraised recently?
No.
Do you have an investigator following Jesse?
No.
Does your family?
No.
Do you have someone following him that you know of?
No.
All right. So if someone may be following him and he needs to make reports for whatever reason someone is following him, you're saying they're not going to?
You cut out in the middle, Roby, before you finish.
No problem. So you agree that you won't be following Jesse if you're
Now you're frozen, Roby. Okay, you're back. You're back.
you have no problem then agreeing with this today that you will not be following Jesse or having anybody follow him, correct?
Correct.
And we can make that mutual. Neither one of you will do that, correct?
Correct.
Do you all communicate by email or phone, text, you and Jesse?
Phone, text.
Do you both have emails that you can communicate with?
Yes.
All right. When you call the children or he calls the children, do you all call each other on your respective phones or do you all have phones for the children?
The children have phones.
All right. Are you paying for those?
Yes.
How much do you pay for those?
I don't know, but my bill is about $400 for all of us.
No, Jesse has his own phone line, right?
Correct.
So you're paying $400 for you and two children?
And 2 family members.
What family members?
my uncle, and my sister.
And is this the sister that you said you gave how much money to? 3,500?
This is my younger sister. I have two sisters.
Okay, so you're using community funds on third parties?
They reimbursed me $75 and $130.
Are there any other debts that you're paying that belong to someone else other than you and your husband
No,
on any of these credit cards?
no,
Well, sure you are. You all wrote a check to your mom for $10,000.
to pay back the pool. We owed her $25,000.
Is she paying you back for that $10,000 check that she got?
No, she has not.
Is there any memo on that check that says it was to pay her money that was owed to her?
On what check?
On the check that came from the credit card for the even number of $10,000?
I did not write the check. I was not aware of the check. I do not know if there's a memo on the check.
Okay. So is it now your testimony you've never known about that $10,000 that was given to your mother by your husband?
I was upset after it was written.
That's not my question. Objection to be non-responsive. Are you saying you never knew about the check that was given to your mother for the sum of $10,000?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
All right, so you were aware.
I was aware after it was written.
All right, and that check, I mean, it wasn't to Jesse's family, it wasn't to one of his relatives, it was to your mom. You didn't ask her. I mean, wait a minute. Why were you upset if it's your testimony that it was owed to her?
Why was I upset? What?
You just said you were upset that he wrote the check. Why were you upset if it's your position that it was owed to her?
Because Jesse and I agreed that we wouldn't give her $10,000 during that time frame, and he did it on a sole conversation with her.
Even if it was owed to her?
Yes,
Okay. And you have the use and benefit of that pool that's in the house?
yes.
Okay. Other than you saying that the children don't want to go, do you have any other reason why Jesse shouldn't have extended standard visitation?
My daughter, I never said the children did not want to go. My daughter is showing signs of depression.
Maybe she
And-
misses her father.
Sorry?
Maybe she misses her father.
Maybe she does.
All right. So if she got to see her father more, maybe that will resolve your perception of depression.
My perception?
Well, you said she's suffering, it was your belief that she suffered from depression.
My daughter is struggling. She scratches herself and expresses other things.
And maybe it's because she misses being with her dad.
Maybe it's she didn't want to go on Friday.
So that's what I'm saying. Other than you saying she doesn't want to go, is there any other reason why Jesse shouldn't be able to have extended standard? I can't hear the other voice that's talking.
I'm moving, I'm not talking. Move closer, so it's not you making noise. Is that as close as you can get? Move in.
It's because you're clean.
Move them up, move them up. Push them back. Now move closer.
One more time.
Okay, you can answer the question.
What was the question?
I don't know.
Any other reason other than you saying your daughter doesn't want to go for Jesse not having extended standard?
Exposing them to individuals that can cause confusion.
That exposing them to individuals?
Roby, there's, and I hear voices in the background too, and I'm not going crazy. Listen,
I don't know what you're hearing. I don't have anybody in here. I'm by myself.
okay. Well, I hear voices too, sorry.
Okay.
I need to go to a therapist and I'm hearing voices.
You're hearing voices, you need therapy.
Yeah,
Okay.
my computer.
All right, so back to my question again. Exposing to other persons. So that's your other reason?
Yes,
Okay. And if other persons aren't supposed, if the court says, no one's going to be spending the night, I don't want anybody showing signs of affection to any third parties, and I'd like to think both of you all would do that, that would help resolve that concern that you may have, correct?
no,
No? Okay. So if you happen to have a coworker that happens to be a male and you go out to have lunch and your children are along with you, you think Jesse should have some say as to your children being around people of the opposite sex because you may have a working relationship or you just may be friends? You know, you can have.
talking about an intimate relationship.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
No,
You're sure? I don't want your lawyer to be asking you questions and all of a sudden you give me a litany of all these other things. Is there any other reason that you can express as to why extended standards shouldn't take place?
I'd also like more, or there needs to be more stability or structure, especially when school is in session.
You realize that the legislature considered that when they came up with the extended standard. Actually, the legislature said they should promote more.
Your Honor, I would object. I would
I'll
object
rephrase.
to testifying.
I'll rephrase. Are you aware that the extended standard and or standard is the minimal of what a parent should get? That's what the statute says. Are you aware of that?
No,
Are you aware the court could order up to almost, what he can't do is order something that changes the custody by giving him more time than you, but he could order up to almost 50% or up to 50% and still be within his discretion. Did you know that?
yes, that I did.
You did?
Am I aware of 50-50?
Yes.
Yes,
You know of people that have that, right?
yes.
Who's
Not
Paul? Who's Paul?
Paul is an old friend.
Paul is someone that you had an intimate relationship with, right?
I did not have an intimate relationship with Paul.
Ah. And Paul was someone you worked with?
Yes,
So it's your testimony here under oath that you didn't have an intimate sexual relationship with Paul?
that is correct.
All right. All right. Is there anything else in terms of the assets or liabilities that you would like to tell the court about right now?
No,
Is there anything else that you would like to tell the court about as it pertains to the children?
no,
Is there anything else you'd like to tell the court about the child support and the medical insurance reimbursement?
no,
Do you agree that if a party has the funds and there's community debt, the court should carve an order for the payments to be made and the property to be maintained?
Your Honor, I would object asking her to make a legal conclusion as to what the judge is going to do. Yes, exactly.
I'll rephrase.
You may want to ask another way.
Do you think it's fair to make sure that the property and the debts get paid in consideration of the party's income and assets?
no,
No. You think it would be, you think someone should be unfair to make sure the debts and the assets are paid?
well, ask the question one more time, you cut out. I'm sorry.
Well, since you don't think it would be fair, it should be fair to make sure the assets and the debts are paid. I'm asking, you think someone should be unfair?
No,
Okay. When we went over that exhibit with Exhibit 1 on Mr. Diaz, is there something there that's glaring to you that's missing? Look at Exhibit number 1.
Five, six.
Do you see anything? Do you see anything that's missing?
I don't have exhibit 1.
Robbie, we're getting to it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is those. Let me find Exhibit 1. Which one's Exhibit 1, Roby?
It's the trial exhibit that shows his gross income, the payments, and showing the negative 427 based on gross. And if you did the math, 1,200 if you based it on net. It's got a yellow sticker on it, number 1. Oh, well, you won't have a yellow.
Yeah, I don't have the yellow sticker.
They're all stapled together, or they should have been together. Do you see it?
But mine aren't stapled together. They came over the internet, or they came over.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yes. I got it. Are you seeing exhibit number 1?
Correct. I have it in front of me.
Do you see what's missing there? Do you see something that's obviously missing there?
No,
I'll tell you what's missing. Food. Food to pay for himself and the children when they're with him. And he's already at a negative number. Do you think that's in the children's best interest?
yes,
You think it's in the children's best interest that he have a negative number and not money to pay?
I'm sorry, I understand the food is in the best interest of the
Yeah, so
children.
did I.
So
And
no,
how much do you spend in food for you and the children in a month?
in a month,
Yeah.
I don't know, $800.
How much?
I don't know.
Guess. How much? Groceries, food for your children. How much do you spend?
$1,000.
Okay. And would you agree that, do you understand that under an extended standard order, Jesse would have the children about 47% of the time? Because that's what it comes out to under an extended standard order. So if you spend 1,000, do you think Jesse should spend about 800?
Your Honor, again, I'm going to object. That calls for speculation.
No, it isn't. It's not speculation. She just said she spends 1,000.
She does. It calls for
Right.
speculation as to what he's going to spend or what she expects him to spend.
I would ask it another way.
I'll ask it another way. If
Yeah.
you're spending 1,000 and you're being frugal in doing it, do you think Jesse might spend, Jesse, you got to sit down.
Huh? What?
I'm talking to my client.
Oh, I thought you told me to sit down. I'm like, I'm sitting down, man.
I'm talking to my client. Jesse? Oh, his battery's dying. He went to get a plug. Hold on, Judge. He's having I saw the electrical plug. Okay. If you're spending 1,000, would it be logical to think that knowing your children the way they eat and what you spend on them, that he might spend $800 on them?
No,
Okay. So they should eat better with you than with Jesse?
Your Honor, again, I would object. That's not her testimony.
I think it goes to the crux of the testimony about what's in the best interest of these children.
But Your Honor, I would object as he's misstating her testimony.
I think I've heard enough already.
On that note, then, Judge, when a judge tells me to be quiet, I will be quiet. I will.
I heard a lot already. Too many numbers going back and forth. Anything else, Ms. Williamson?
Yes, Your Honor, I'd like to question my client. I haven't questioned her at all.
All right, go ahead.
Thank you. Ma'am, I'm gonna ask you some. During the last 3 years, let's start with 2015. What did your husband make? If you remember?
2015, I don't remember.
Okay. What's the first year you remember of what Jesse made?
2016,
What did he make in 2016?
98,000.
Okay, 2017? If you remember,
60,000.
60?
Yes.
Okay. And did you file joint tax returns for him with him on those 2 years?
We have filed, yes, for 2016. 2017 has not been filed.
Okay. Do you have any idea what he made 2018?
Objection, speculation.
48,000. What?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear your. Do you know what he made in 2018? Is speculation?
48,000.
Well, that's speculation. I don't know if she knows or doesn't know, but
That's why I'm asking. I'll rephrase the question. Do you know for a fact how much he made in 2018?
About 48,000.
well, about doesn't mean that she knows. It means that she's speculating.
Okay,
You know for a fact, I'll change it. You know for a fact in 2016, he made $98,000.
Yes.
Okay. And you know for a fact that he is currently working pursuant to exhibit number 2, that he is working at AMCAP Mortgage, correct?
Correct.
When did he start working there?
At the end of April, about the 23rd, 23rd.
Objection, speculation.
Pursuant to exhibit number, do you know for a
That's a
fact?
pay stub. It doesn't say when he started working, Judge. That's speculation. The pay stub doesn't reflect when he started.
Your Honor, if you would listen to my question, I asked her, do you know when he started working?
Then I'll take her on board on her. She wasn't living with him. They were separated. I don't think she knows.
what year was this?
Your Honor, I'll change the question, Your Honor.
Okay,
Did you
okay.
hear thank you, Your Honor. Did you hear the testimony of your husband that said he started to work somewhere around April the 25th of 2020 in this job?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And do you work in the same company?
Yes.
Okay. Would you know when he started working?
Yes.
Would that be correct, that he started to work at the end of April?
Yes.
Okay.
Objection.
What's the objection now?
That's not an evidence. That's not what he testified to.
That is exactly what he testified
I'll
to.
call him back if I need to.
Okay.
I'll call him in rebuttal.
Let's look at this exhibit number 2 provided by your husband. It indicates a gross of 12,000. I'm sorry, my eyes are getting real bad.
12,380.
Okay, and that's pay period ending when?
6/28. Yes, 6/28.
Okay. And prior to that, well, how many jobs has he had this year?
3.
Let's just talk about the ones this year. Where did he start?
But he was at Benchmark Mortgage or
Yeah.
Arclitex.
Okay.
The second one is Finance Home America,
Okay.
and now AMCAP or Gold Financial.
Okay. Do you know, in speaking to your husband throughout the course of the marriage, do you know why he skips around jobs?
Speculation, Judge. And who said he's skipping around jobs?
Okay, sustained.
Okay. Do you know why he has changed jobs?
For a change in products, for not another opportunity, for more sign-on bonuses or draws.
Okay. And you heard his testimony that he got some draws from his second employment this year.
Yes, that's what he said today.
Correct. And I believe he said, and his attorney said it was $9,000. Did you hear that testimony?
I did.
Have you had access since the beginning of the year to the joint checking account?
Yes.
Did you ever see any $9,000 deposit from that employer?
No.
Did you, when your husband changed jobs, did you ever discuss that $9,000 sign-on commission, whatever you want to call it, did you and your husband ever discuss that?
No,
Did he ever say he had to pay them back?
no,
Okay. And now he's working the same company you are, correct?
correct.
All right. Has your income, has the family income fluctuated during the last several years?
Yes.
Whose income has fluctuated down the most?
Objection,
Jesse's.
speculation, Judge. There's no evidence before you to make that determination.
Your Honor, I believe it's her testimony. I've said, whose income do you think has fluctuated?
Speculation.
No, go ahead.
Okay. And let's go over some of these visits. Did your husband notify you that he had COVID?
Yes,
And your children stayed with you during the time that he was COVID positive, correct?
that is correct.
When did he notify you that he was no longer COVID positive?
On Friday at about 4 p.m.
Okay.
Friday, I don't remember the date.
Was it the same Friday that he was going to pick up the children?
Correct.
So what time did he scheduled? Did he say he was going to pick up the children?
He said, have them ready at 6.
Okay. Normally, what time would he pick up the children when y'all were doing this on your own?
On a weekend that was, that he was supposed to have the children, which we had agreed 1st, 3rd, 5th, he would pick them up at 8 p.m. on a Friday night.
Okay. And the only notice you were given that he was COVID-free was from 4 o'clock to his picking up at 6
Question
o'clock.
the leading, Your Honor.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm cross-examining you, your witness.
Yes, I called her as an adverse witness. This is her client. She's leading. That's how the rule plays out.
All right,
The
sustained.
rule plays out that he, okay. And were your children, both of your children available at 6 o'clock on that Friday?
Yes.
Okay. Were both of your children there to go with their father?
Yes.
Okay. Did your son go?
Yes.
Did your daughter go?
No.
Okay. Did you make your daughter available to speak to her dad?
Yes. She approached the door.
Okay. Did you tell your daughter what to say?
No.
Were you standing behind your daughter when she was talking to her dad?
No.
Okay. And
I was approaching her.
okay. And did she go with her father?
No.
All right. Have you ever kept these children from their father?
No.
You mentioned some concerns to Mr. Flores. One of those concerns being exposing these children to anyone he is having an intimate relationship with. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. Do you have do you think a friendship is an intimate sexual relation?
No.
Okay. Would you have any problems to him exposing these children to a coworker that's a female or just a female that's a friend? If he's not having a sexual relationship with them?
No.
Okay. To your knowledge, have your children been exposed to this girlfriend?
Yes.
Objection, hearsay, Your Honor. She's asking for what the children may have said. That's hearsay.
Your Honor, I never asked what the children said. I asked.
The way
Your
the
All right.
question is asked requires to
All
Honor,
right,
she know in other ways.
ask it another way, ma'am.
Okay. Do you know from other than your children that your children have been exposed to the girlfriend?
still hearsay because it'd be from somebody else. Still hearsay.
From other source. She could have seen themselves. She could have seen it herself. Your Honor, I'll move along. I think he's already admitted that he's having a sexual affair with her, so it's irrelevant.
Well,
Okay, way to go, Judge.
I mean, he testified that
okay.
having sex with her, that's a sexual affair. I mean, I don't know what
Okay.
else to call it. All right. When did Jesse stop having his check deposited into the joint account?
To my knowledge, it has not stopped.
Mhm.
He withdrew $1,500 of his $1,600 deposit on the 16th of July.
Okay. Leaving $100. Has he made any other payments from the joint account since he withdrew the $1,500?
Yes, there has been the Apple payment for $94.
Okay, hold on. Apple payment, but was that on your Apple or his Apple?
His Apple.
Okay, what else?
A $237 payment to Chase that posted today or was authorized today.
Okay, was the Chase on your any Chase credit card you may have or a Chase credit card he's using?
Chase, Marriott, and Jesse's name.
Okay. All right. So these were payments this month for monies he did that were not available from his paycheck. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. Now, why have you had to withdraw money from your savings account?
To sustain our bills and living, mine and the children's.
Okay. And were other payments being made from that joint account other than payments to the home?
No.
What other payments were being made?
No other payments besides our debts, our home, our living.
Okay. What about what other payments were
Oh.
being made on behalf of Jesse?
I'm sorry. He was withdrawing for rent. Yes, correct. We were making payments for his truck, for his utilities, which are, I believe, internet and light, and his credit cards, insurance.
So you were supporting now, both of you were supporting two households, correct?
Correct.
All right. Now, has Jesse always worked from the home?
No.
Okay. Did you hear his testimony where he said all his work is from home now?
That's
Yes.
not what he testified to, Your Honor. Objection. Facts not in evidence.
Abstain.
How often, when you and Jesse, or if you know, how often does Jesse go into the office?
He would go into the office 95% of the time.
And I'll keep it to the last year. During the last year,
Objection to relevancy, Judge.
what?
Relevancy to whether he works from home or not home.
I believe he testified, and Mr. Flores opened the door, Your Honor, that if he works from home, he would be able to do the educational things for the children. Mr. Flores opened the door, not me.
Wait a minute, Judge. Hold on. No, the objection is whether he works from home or somewhere else doesn't affect the obligation or the standard of an extended standard visitation. So my objection is to relevancy. I mean, if after the pandemic he goes back to work, so what? That doesn't mean he can't do home.
Yeah. Okay.
Your Honor, his question was, you'll be able to help the children do their work since you work from home, right? I think that kind of opens the door.
Gosh. Objection to relevancy, Judge.
No, go ahead, man.
Thank you. During the last year, who has helped the children with their schoolwork?
I have.
Does Jesse help the children much during schoolwork? During the last year?
Oh, not during pandemic.
Not, what about the online classes?
So in the last year,
Mhm. During the period that we have had the online classes?
oh, okay. He would assist if, I'm assuming, this is assumption, when he would have them on Thursday
An
morning.
objection to speculation, Judge. If she doesn't know, she doesn't know.
Sustain.
That's fine. So you don't even know if he ever helped.
That's right. She doesn't know if he did or didn't. That's right.
And that's what I just said. You don't even know if he helped or didn't help.
I don't.
Did you do any work with them?
Yes,
How often?
every day that I had them, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday.
Okay. All right. And I'm skipping around trying to avoid things, but Mr. Flores asked you, how much do you have in your separate account? And you said $95 or $94.
Correct.
Is that separate from your joint account?
Yes,
How much is in your joint account right now?
$3,400.
Okay, you weren't trying to mislead anybody that you only had $94 in your joint account.
No,
Okay. Payments continue to go out of your joint account.
correct.
Okay. In fact, even payments, Jesse still approves payments from the joint account.
Correct.
What, other than what concerns, what real concerns, I know we started with girlfriend, what other concerns do you have about your children staying the extended till Monday?
Your Honor, that question was asked to her directly, and she said there was no other concerns. I'm going to object that it's repetitive, and she's already answered that question.
Your Honor, I didn't know it would be repetitive. Well, this is the first time I've ever asked my client that
Unless
question.
she's going to lie now because she said she's already said everything.
Well, let's allow her to answer.
Yes. What other concerns do you have only about them returning on Monday and you want them returned on Sunday? What concerns do you have as to that?
Just structure for the week. To start off the week, because I also have to work at 8 or 8:30 in the morning.
Same answer you gave Mr. Flores, right? Structure.
Correct.
Who's going to be, if school doesn't start, or school isn't going to start, when school doesn't start on time this coming school year, who's going to homeschool them with you? Who's going to homeschool them at your home?
Myself.
What time would you normally start them? Because I know you work, would you normally start them with homeschooling?
8.
When the children return from their father, who has been returning them on Sundays right now, correct?
Correct.
How would they return, or would they wake up? How would they wake up on Monday mornings?
How would they wake up?
Right.
Right.
He hasn't had them on a Monday morning, Judge.
That's exactly what I'm saying, Roby.
Judge, well,
If he would listen to the questions, I said, how would they wake up with her on Monday? He's not had them on Monday.
and then objection is to relevancy. Who
Your
cares?
Honor, the question is, when they arrived on Sunday, if he would listen, how would the children wake up with her on Monday? Simple question.
Tired at 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, or I'd have to wake them up. The children do stay up until 3 or 4 in the morning, they say, on their phones, when they're with Jesse.
Okay. Do you allow that in your home when the kids have school on Monday?
I need to object to hearsay about what she said the children said, and I'd ask it to be stricken from the record.
Okay, the part of hearsay is sustained.
That's fine, Your Honor. We're going to skip. Now, we've gone through his income. You told Mr. Flores that you don't think it's fair for you to have to pay the majority of the debt.
Correct.
Why?
Because if it is community debt, why do I pay more than half of it?
Do you, in your belief, I mean, you've lived with this man for this many years, you know what income he's made. Is he capable of making more income?
Yes, yes.
Uh,
I pass the witness, Your Honor.
If you,
Mr.
why were
Rhodes?
the- yeah, I'm just curious, why were the children so groggy on a Monday if you got them back on a Sunday at 6?
Because they stayed up all weekend.
That's what you believe, right? But if you put them to bed early on Sunday, they wouldn't be groggy on Monday, would they?
No, sir, they,
And
I don't
is
believe.
that true?
Your Honor, I would object to allow her to answer, please. Not, he's
I
being-
wanted to answer my question. My question is, if you put them to bed early, they shouldn't be groggy on Monday morning, yes or no?
No,
All right.
wait,
Now, in reference to the, and I just have a couple of questions for you. I won't be too long here. In reference to the payment that was coming out of the joint account, you're saying that Jesse's car payment came out of that joint account in May and June, and you're going to swear to it, correct?
Say that one more time.
You
Yeah.
said that Jesse was making payments from that joint account, and you had testified that his car payment was coming out of that joint account. Is it your testimony here under oath, and I remind you under oath, that that payment came out in May and June?
No,
To-
because he deferred the payment for 2 months.
What's that?
No, because he deferred the payment for just 2 months.
Right, and a little while ago, you testified that the car payment and all those were coming out when you knew they had been deferred for 2 months. So they weren't.
He's been out of the home since 1/31, and we've paid February, March.
I understand, and his check was going into that account,
Okay,
right? But
correct.
in May and June, the car payment wasn't being made from that account, as you represented to this judge a few minutes ago.
Your Honor, and I would object as to misrepresentation of the evidence. We stated what payments were being made out of the account, and I believe that was as to the testimony questions elicited by Mr. Flores.
I was
Not by
specific.
month by month.
I was not
I'll
specific.
ask it a different way. In May and June, the car payment didn't come out of that joint account, correct?
Correct, not Mayor June.
Because it was deferred, correct?
Correct.
And
Well, it was deferred for April and May.
And so at the end of the day, all these debts are still community debt, correct?
Correct.
All right. And again, I didn't ask you a question about who should pay what. I said the judge should make a ruling based on how to maintain the debts paid and the assets taken care of, and that both people be able to survive, correct?
Your Honor, and I would object. That calls for speculation. For speculation. He's saying
I'll
the
rephrase
judge
it.
should make a ruling.
Do you want the judge to make a ruling that allows you both to eat?
Your Honor, again, that
Yes or no?
the judge is going to make a ruling. I think the judge can make his own ruling.
No, it goes to the core of a person, Judge, about
Okay,
their children. Do you think there should be, each party should have enough money to eat? Yes or no?
Your Honor, I believe that's not even a question. She's just being argumentative.
Last time I checked the English language, that's a perfectly good question.
okay. Let's get another way, Mr. Flores,
Yeah.
if you can.
If at the end of the day, you can't eat because of the bills you think should be paid by him, do you think that's fair?
Yes, he should eat, but he should make more money to sustain half of the bills.
Yeah, and we shouldn't have a pandemic either, but we don't have
Your
control.
Honor, again, I would object. He's being argumentative. Well, I mean, are you going to blame the pandemic on her too?
All right, sustain, let's just, is that it, Mr. Flores?
Court's heard enough. I'll pass with Mr.
I don't have any more
Anything-
questions for her.
All right, is that it for the evidence?
Well, Your Honor, yeah, I don't know if I
I
haven't
was
put up.
gonna call Jesse for rebuttal, but if this court tells me you think you've heard enough,
I think I've heard enough. Ms. Williamson, do you have anybody else?
no, there wasn't any other witnesses, Judge.
How about you, Ms. Williamson? Do you have anybody else?
No, Your Honor, just some statements to make to the court after Mr. Flores.
Well, as a matter of fact, I've heard enough already from both sides. There's too many numbers here I gotta go over. What I will need from you folks is, with respect to temporary orders only, send something in tomorrow, your
Yes, sir.
proposed orders, and I'll sign something Friday morning. And
Alright.
meanwhile, I'll look at the numbers and I'll see what you've submitted and see who's got the best proposal for me.
The court has the ability to edit temporary orders, right?
They're just temporary orders,
Yeah, I got you. All right.
okay?
I
So,
understand.
yeah, submit something for me tomorrow till 5, give it a deadline tomorrow till 5, and I'll sign something Friday morning.
Okay. Your Honor, do you want it in the form of an actual temporary order or as a brief? How?
Well, your proposed order and then like a
Oh.
separate sheet explaining why, the numbers.
Absolutely, sir.
Yeah,
Understand.
how you think the numbers should jive or something. All right?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor.
So thank you all very much for your attention here today, your appearance. We will adjourn, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. Maybe